websites and press, there was a lovely leak very early this morning, or very late last night, I'm not sure which, regarding the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X, their pricing and release date.
Mm-hmm.
And while Xbox has yet to comment on the pricing for the Series X, they did confirm the S is going to be hitting, what was it, $299? Or
yes,
is it
sir.
$399?
$299.
$299, November 10th, for the digital-only Xbox Series S.
So wait, say that again. You said it's a digital only?
Correct.
I do see that now because I'm actually watching the trailer that's attached to the link that I put in. And I didn't want to go down this road, but since a lot of folks did with the PS5, this reminds me, and you would understand this because we kind of dabble with house shit. It looks like one of those ductless air conditioning units. Which are like apparently all the rage right now, by the way. Like I saw one at like Lowe's or Home Depot recently. I was like, oh, I've seen these attached to some houses. I don't understand how it works. I'm imagining it just doesn't work with ducts. So maybe it's a little bit easier to work with. But
I
it
will
looks
be
just
more
like
than
that.
happy to explain all of it to you offline because we have been considering those for our home.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that's right. You have.
We've done the research.
So that's what it looks like. It looks like that, or it looks like a weird like speaker.
Yeah, to me, this looks like a reference monitor.
Yes. Yeah, like a
I'm
high
gonna-
end.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a pair of these up on my wall, my Harman Kardon reference monitors.
Oh yeah, this is straight out of the Best Buy Magnolia room, dude.
Totally.
It's like, what brand is this? They're like Marantz, sir. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Yep, yeah, I'll take 5.
Yeah. That'll be $14,000 for 2 speakers. No, you said 5, sir. Oh, but still.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like they're going right in for it, man. The specs on this thing are pretty reduced. It's only got a 500 gigabyte hard drive, which is expandable, but I think that's going to be a mistake because that's like 2 games.
Yeah, at least give us a terabyte, man. Like if you're gonna, hype these games up as being, quality, they're gonna be big.
Right.
So
the graphics horsepower on this model is reduced, right? The way they're marketing these two systems are very similar to PS4 versus PS4 Pro, or Xbox Series X versus the original Xbox One. It's supposed to be this graphical fidelity leap from the S to the X. Also, I just want to reiterate, fuck Microsoft for this naming convention that they have. I hate it. I know everybody hates it. It's stupid. Use different letters, please.
just call it something cool, man.
Yes.
Just call it something cool. Like, I don't know, the Xbox Neo. Just something like that.
Or maybe like Xbox 4.
Sure.
That's mind-blowing, right?
Yeah. It really is that simple. I have a redundant question, perhaps.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
this is a digital-only system. We've confirmed that.
Yeah.
Now, unless you said something earlier and it went right through me, or I'm missing something, and I know we've touched on the fact that this hard drive is 500 gigabytes, but why isn't the hard drive fucking enormous?
I don't know.
I mean, am I not thinking clearly? But shouldn't it be like 50 terabytes if it's digital only?
So the big thing with both the Xbox and the PlayStation this generation are hard drive speeds. So both companies are putting the fastest possible hard drives into these systems that they can, which by nature tends to lend itself towards lower size hard drives, just because price versus technology,
Mm-hmm.
So I can go and for example, right, I can buy a 1 terabyte SSD for on sale $100, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I can buy an external 12 terabyte regular platter hard drive for about 160, 140 on sale. So the price point for those two devices is vastly different, right? And really the case usages as well. That larger hard drive is where I'm going to be storing media, photos, videos, any kind of editing projects I'm working on. I'd be putting on that 12 terabyte hard drive. Whereas the smaller hard drive, the 1 terabyte, is going to be faster. That's the one where I'm going to install Windows on. I'm going to install all my Adobe software on. I'm going to install anything that I'm, any programs that I'm using on a regular basis is going to go on the faster hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to find this balance between storage size, speed, cost, and I think because the Series S isn't intended to be on par with the X, but just digital. It's not the same system. I just sent you a link with the specs on it, right?
I was just looking those over.
Yeah, so you can kind of see, like, right off the bat, the processor's the same, but the graphics horsepower is completely different. You're looking at 12 teraflops versus 4. Now, I don't understand what that shit means. Like, that's really up to a developer to determine. But it's not like you're not comparing apples to apples with these two systems. They're not meant to compete with each other. It's the Series X is meant for the enthusiast. The Series S is meant for the parent who's buying a Christmas gift for her kid and maybe doesn't know what to get or can't afford the most expensive thing.
Or maybe just that weekend warrior.
Or that weekend warrior who just wants a system so they can sit down, play Madden a couple times, or just kind of get their fix.
Sure. I mean, it makes sense.
I think it's a mistake having a hard drive that small, but when you look at the rest of the specs in line with it and you realize that that's how they arrived at that price point of $299, kind of all falls in place.
Yeah, I think you're right. I would have to spend more time just kind of doing that sort of comparison game and understanding the specs a little bit on a deeper level.
I will say this. It's almost guaranteed that they're going to undercut the PS4's base model. They're all digital edition. I can't imagine that Sony is going to be able to deliver the same, their all digital version at the same price point. It just doesn't seem likely.
Probably not. Something tells me that the PS5 is going to be an expensive system, even for the digital version.
Yeah.
As far as I know, there's still no prices on those, right?
Or release date.
So, okay. So I'm going to guess it'll be definitely at least $100 more than what we find out from Microsoft for each digital and non-digital, at least $100 more. And I'm going to say November, I'm going to go with like November 20th. Fuck it. That's my latest prediction.
I would agree with basically all of that. I think $399 is a respectable price point for the digital version. I'm expecting to see the Series X at $499.
Okay.
That's not confirmed, but there were some rumors that were kind of suggesting that. Xbox has not confirmed it. Basically what happened was the leak went out and Xbox is like, you know what? Fuck it. Here you go. This is what we're doing. Go on. Talk about it.
Yeah, I think to quote them exactly, they said, let's make it official, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, and kudos to them, like they took an opportunity to like, just roll with it. I'm sure they were still waiting for the precise moment that they wanted to release the information. It didn't work out that way, but they just took ownership of it and they're like, yep, let's go.
Yeah.
And their social media team was on point too, because did you see that, that meme with like the stuffed monkey with the eyes looking away, like over his shoulder and then looking forward?
I don't think I have.
All right.
Let's see it.
I gotta find this.